listening to another TCG short where we talk briefly because nobody wants to listen to these anyway.
It's a short. It's not shorts because it only has one leg?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It is shorts for a one-legged man.
Although I swear some people in stores call them, it's a pant. I'm like, no, they're pants. And I don't understand what the distinction between those
There
two.
are two legs.
They're pants. But it's one item. I'm confused.
If
that is
pant,
not what this is about.
Somebody breathing badly. I don't know.
That is not why we're here to talk. Why we are here to talk, and the question, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is which Blood Bowl team? And if I hazard a guess that this is a partially loaded question because somebody is determined to attend some Blood Bowl events and is also determined to play and paint separate teams or different teams for each one of those Blood Bowl events.
Yes. So I figure, I'm not heavily invested in the NAF whatsoever, but I figure if I'm attending a NAF tournament, I should take a different team each time. Now,
why is that?
Because, I don't know, then I can have a bigger list of teams in it. It doesn't look like I've just failed miserably with one team. I can fail miserably with lots. I don't know. It in my brain.
I was just trying to work out if there was a NAF thing that I wasn't aware of.
No. I mean, there's, people. I think people have bragging rights of they've played every team in a NAF tournament or whatever. I'm not ever going to get to that level, but I kind of like seeing. Okay, well, I did less badly with this team than I did with that team.
I see what's happened here.
Yeah. So I've done Khorne, and I've done Nurgle, and I've done Goblins with the most recent one. I was originally I was just going to throw this out and let people vote on what team I should take at the next one, bearing in mind that I'm not taking this overly seriously. I would, I think goal is to maybe win one of the 4 games or whatever, however many games there are. Oh, I just thought, what if it's a 3-game tournament? 1 out of 3 is a lot harder to do than 1 out of 4. Anyway, ignoring that. So I narrowed it down.
Okay, we have a limited choice.
Yes, limited choice because it just felt like I'd prefer to play these teams rather than other teams. And also just there's a bit of variety in there. So for somebody playing stupid Blood Bowl that hopefully gives people an easy win and they enjoy beating the crap out of me, can enjoy that, and I can enjoy that with them by being beaten. Sometimes
that is the most enjoyable part.
Anyway, so I'm going to give a list of teams, and I'll get your opinion on each one, I suppose, and then I'll just chuck it in the Discord and we'll stick a poll up, and then by the time the next 11's tournament rolls around, I should have that team ready, painted, ready to go, which may be not until like Mayhem in September or something.
Heaps of time. Fine.
Heaps of time. Anyway, so going to throw a couple at you.
Yes, I will dodge.
Necromantic.
Yep. Solid, fun, werewolves, good. All of these things.
Yep.
Let's keep that on the list.
All right. Norse.
They're very good.
I mean, I will be playing them though.
Yeah, but everybody has block.
Yeah.
I feel like, the good news here is you don't have to think a lot because everybody has block. The bad news is it's such a good goddamn skill and you don't have to pay for it.
I bought the GW Norse team when it came out, and I put them together. But I don't think I've played them at all.
I have done the same.
Stuck on the list.
I've done the same, and then I since printed a team I like better, and I still haven't played them. they are a fun team to play, I suppose, is the other flip side to that.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw in the big guy and get super punchy and do things. They are a team I would expect to do better than average on with.
Okay. Right. Expectations are not my strong point. Anyway, cool. So let's jump from Norse to ogres then.
Look,
I do have ogres painted already, so that may be a negative to the...
You're going to have to paint another one. Do you want 2 ogre teams?
Not really. I don't realistically. I don't want 2 of any sort of team, but I do have a couple which are close to being 2 of, or I've bought one and then done another one. I had a nice looking Grebo Goblins team, and then I printed off those horror ones.
I have 2s and 3s of a couple of my favourites. It's a problem. Ogres are not one of my favourites, and not one of them I would want to paint again, and they would get a straight off cut for that reason alone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cool. I think there's other wacky teams that you could put in there.
All right. Shambling Undead.
It's necromantic but less fun. That is my honest opinion of them.
Okay.
If you're going to play an undead team, I mean, so the way you could play this, and I'm going off your list a little bit now, but you could go the next team in line. Like, I feel like that there is a theme of teams that you could roll through, and you could do all of the undeads. You could go necromantic, go to shambling, go to Tomb Kings.
Mm-hmm. I did consider Tomb Kings on the list.
And then you realised how little you hate yourself?
Well, Tomb Kings would have replaced Shambling on my list, but I am very hesitant, always very hesitant, to play a team of Legend.
I'm not.
Because, for me, it's like, okay, well, I'm sure I could find some, like, Iron Maiden Eddie models somewhere that I could print. And make up a decent looking Tomb Kings.
Yep. Oh, and they will absolutely replace them as soon as you do that.
Absolutely. And they will bring out something else. There'll be some different rule. There'll be some, undead cat or something that GW throws into the team. So Tomb Kings did not make the list for that reason.
Interesting. Yeah, no, fair call. There is a definite future-proofing problem.
Also the fact that, when GW does change it, then everybody makes new teams. And
they're prettier.
There's no doubt going to be a prettier one, and I want more than the one I've already got.
And that's not a team you want 2 of. Continue.
Yeah. No, true. Next up, Gnomes.
I'm sorry for your loss. No, they are adorable. I think, actually, if we're talking about wacky teams not caring about not doing well, they are they are up there as an option. The Grebo ones you have are adorable. They absolutely need painting.
Gorgeous.
They are so nice. Yeah, that would be I just want to be here for funsies, and everyone's going to know it.
Yep. Definitely not taking out any stunty cups or anything like that. Let's be perfectly clear about that. Next couple, again, they're because I don't, for at least 2 of them, I don't have a team, and I kind of want to get my hands on a team because there are teams that I want to play that I don't own. Dark Elf. So I started printing up those carnival ones. And I think I need you to have a look, make sure you can get the rest of them.
Okay.
But they kind of look pretty. It's the first Dark Elf team that I'm relatively happy with.
They are very pretty.
Maybe. Yes. The Blitzers look incredible with the Jester's hats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Assassins look like Assassins, and Assassins, there are multiple Assassins that I like. It's, the linemen that are usually the one that I'm like. They kind of all look the same.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fair. I've at least 2 Dark Elf teams that I've never put on the pitch. So I hear you on the not falling in love with them. They would be a fun team to play.
Mm-hmm.
They're elves.
Yeah,
They do things good, but they would be fun.
Yeah. I mean, this is all about what I'm doing. If I win a game, that would be great. I don't expect to win any more than one, but I want to have fun playing it. That's the whole basis here.
I also think with Dark Elves, it comes down to the list you're taking, right? Because if you're not maxing out the good stuff and keeping the assassin off the pitch as an example, certainly, they become a you're here for fun's team.
Yeah. I mean, to a degree, the rules behind whichever tournament I go to might, skew this idea one way or the other. But that being said, I'm planning on sticking that poll up, and no matter what it goes with, that's what I'll try and make work. All right. Next up, and I threw this on sort of last minute because I haven't quite found a version of this team that I like, so I want to go hunting. Amazons.
Very good.
Yeah, but I mean they're a very sort of specialized team, aren't they? You need to know how to play Amazons to play them really well.
Yeah, but they're just
Don't you?
Elves, really, that do some slightly different things. I mean, yes, you need a couple of games in with them, but I mean, they're elves with the strength 4 piece. Because they dodge everywhere. They have good ball handling. They have good movement. They've got good. They do the ball game really well. They are fun. They're super fun to play. I think it would come down to how far up the tables do you want to end up, because the games get more and more serious.
I mean, let's face it. I'm not. No matter if I want to is not the question. I'm not getting up there.
Every once in a while, accidentally something happens and you end up a little bit higher than you want, and you're like, "Oh, this is not where I wanted to be." Put me back
down, please.
Put me back, please. Yeah.
Look, realistically, Amazon, Dark Elf, even Shambling and Norse, even Necro to a degree, because I want to get a decent team. A decent looking team on the pitch that I have a bit of fun with. The last one that I'll throw at you is, again, probably more dependent on the rules, but Chaos Renegades.
This was going to be my first, before you told me you had a short list, this is where I was going. And it was the second you said, I've done Khorne, I've done Nurgle. I said, great. So you've got to do Chosen, you've got to do Renegades. There's your start, right?
But I've thrown Goblins in the mix.
Yeah, this is it, right? And then you go, so, all right, we do Khorne and Nurgle, we go to Chosen, then we go to Renegades, and then we're basically at Underworld, which takes us to Skaven.
Oh, I don't think I'm good enough to play Skaven yet. Much as I want to, I love the rats. God, I love them.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe I might take Skaven to Little V. We'll wait and see. Just because I love the guys. All right. Based on that, do you have one that you would go, or is it?
Look, I think
any
if
of the
it
above
is,
are pretty good.
all of them are solid. Like, to be fair, it comes down to how much you want to think and how much you want to potentially win games. I think Gnomes is the option for, I just want to do stupid things and paint these guys and they're going to look adorable. That is that there. As I said, Renegades was my very first pick of this is where I'd go. And then if you're picking out of the undead options, Necro are just more fun. So that's
I do have some nice werewolf models that I'd love to get painted.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of my immediate jump to any of those options. The Norse Amazon ones just feel like teams that do good. And then the Dark Elves, I think, will come down to A, the list, and B, finding models you like.
Yep. No, that's
so there's a few options, but I suppose I think I could rank them in the order of preference, but it would also depend how serious we want to play and how much we want to think. No,
that's very true. I think there's a couple of these, once I get this out, and once you put the episode out, I'll stick the thing in Discord, and we'll have a bit of a voting thing for a week or two. See what we'll let the people decide, and then one of these other teams will be my next Sevens league. Yeah,
solid.
So, yeah, nice and easy. Well, thank you.
Look, I'm always happy to talk Blood Bowl teams and give opinions, and we've let me do both. This is the best.
Ah, lovely. Done. We'll call it there. Laters.
Gotcha.
Not